Remember that. You are not going to die if somebody tells you no. You just got to find someone that says yes. Like, it's that simple. Like, it's very simple. You're just talking to the wrong person. But we internalize it and we make it all about us. And it's like, oh my God, because that person didn't buy from me, or because that person said no, or because that person doesn't feel a love chemistry towards me. Oh my God, there's something wrong with me. Okay, no. There is nothing wrong with us. We're just talking to the wrong person. Especially when it comes to sales. You have to keep on going. It doesn't matter how many people tell you no. You keep pounding that pavement until you hear the yes that you know you can get. Hello, my friends. Welcome to today's tapping video on the topic of dealing with rejection in business. If you're a business founder, a business owner, a sales representative, or you're a seller, someone who loves to sell, or who wants to be good at sales, dealing with actual rejection from customers that you pitch, from investors that you pitch, from creating your concept or product, putting those out into the world, wondering how the heck society is going to react, wondering, are people going to be mean? Are people going to say names? Are people going to even understand? There's all these different feelings and fears and ickiness and stickiness that happen in our emotions when it comes to the potential of someone rejecting us. This also can trickle into romance. You know, if you are scared that your romantic interests are going to reject you, then you're not going to take the bold action that you need to take in order to attract the man, woman, or person of your dream. As founders and business owners and entrepreneurs, we receive a lot more rejection than your standard person in society does. And with our businesses and with sales, every freaking day we get rejected by someone or something, because not everyone is on board with our business ideas, or not everyone sees the value in the work that we're presenting, or not everyone fucking wants to work with us. Like, there's that as well, you know, like not everyone wants to sign up for our services, not everyone wants to invest money in our businesses, and not everyone wants to like buy from us. And that's okay. That's okay. And I think that's a big takeaway, that it is okay to be rejected. I believe that if you're not getting rejected, then you're not putting a really polarizing message out there. And if you're not putting a message of polarity out there, are you even showing up for like maximizing potential for society? Welcome to my TED Talk about rejection, something that we always are going to come up against. It feels really scary and it feels like people are abandoning us. It's something that's really important to work through, because if we don't overcome the ability to push through, even if somebody doesn't give us a yes, if we don't push through that as founders and entrepreneurs, then we are not going to have businesses that are as successful and that are as profitable as what they can be if we can power through, regardless of how many no's we get on our climb to the top of the mountain. So all of that to say, my friends, let's jump into today's tapping. Tap where I tap, say what I say, so that we can knock out this fear of rejection and keep on pushing forward powerfully on our business missions, so that we can sell a lot of stuff and help a lot of people and make a lot of money at the same time. All right, without further ado, tap where I tap and say what I say, and let's jump into the tapping. Even though it feels really scary when I'm told no, I choose to let that go. I've been holding on to this story for years, that if someone rejects me or they're not a match, that means that instantly there is something wrong with me. Where I feel like if someone doesn't accept my pitch, or I feel like if someone tells me that they don't want to be with me, or if I'm selling something and someone straight up tells me that they don't like my product, all of those experiences, all of those feelings have stacked up in my body, and they've developed into a kind of a fear. My body has held on to these past experiences and taken it into its cells and has processed these feelings as a fact. And the fact that my body now believes is that it is unsafe for me to present my products, services, and offers. My body has translated misunderstandings and past experiences into a story within my subconscious that translates into my brain, and my body believing that it is unsafe for me to sell. And that I have this fear and I feel this almost this desperation of, will they pick me? I feel a fear of, what if they don't pick me? I feel a fear of, what if they sign up for my services and they hate it? What if they pay me money for a product and it doesn't work properly? What if my clients pay me money for a service and they don't get the results that I think that they're going to get? All of these questions, concerns, and fears have been rattling around in my psyche and subconscious for years. And they have gotten in the way of me scaling my business. They have gotten in the way of me serving, of me seeing sales as service. And they have also gotten in the way of they've gotten in the way of me feeling good. And so even though I have held on to this fear and these past rejections, I deeply and completely love myself, accept myself, and forgive myself too. And I choose to forgive anyone else that projected their own limitations onto me. I choose to know it is safe for me to sell. And I choose to sell really well. Because I deserve to be rich. Take an inhale. Hold it at the top. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. And now starting on the top of the head. It's feeling good to lighten up. Even with just that slight tapping on the side of my hand. Starting to actually face my fears is liberating in itself. Knowing and understanding and seeing what I am capable of is also another piece of physical evidence and complete reassurance in my own capabilities to deliver products and services that work. I'm also allowing myself to know that if I get feedback from clients, or if I get a complaint from a customer, that this does not make me a horrible person. It does not mean I am a complete failure. It does not mean that I intentionally was malicious. Complaints and feedback from clients and customers are simply that. They are simply feedback and evidence that teaches me as a business owner and creator what I need to tweak or fix in my product or service. There is also the caveat that your product and service and creations are not meant for every human on planet Earth. And so it is also wise and essential for me to trust in my own power and self. And so when I get feedback, I just know where I need to tweak things. I am capable of discerning whether a customer complaint is something that actually needs to be addressed and inputted into my products, or if that customer or client was not an aligned match with my business. So I choose to call upon the universe and the divine for more discernment today. I am allowing myself to improve and increase my levels of discernment. I choose to become a more discerning human. And I call in any high vibrational downloads that will help me discern, that will help me be more discerning today. Because I am worthy of making millions. I am worthy of receiving billions. And I am capable of creating businesses that create millions of dollars and produce insane levels of cash flow. I am more than capable of doing this. And I am letting go of any part of me that doesn't believe this. And so as I step into a deeper level of trust in myself, I choose to release the fear of rejection in my business today. If my business as an entity has blocks and fears within it, I now clear and release those on an energetic level. I now call into my world clients that are an ideal match for what I'm selling and creating. More money and cash flow is coming to me now. And I choose to have fun in the process. I'm releasing the need to be so serious when it comes to making money. I am clearing the heavy weight from my energy when I think about sales. Because we have so much technology available to us, I just need to get really clear on what I love as far as what I love creating and how I love fulfilling. Get clear on that and then implement that clarity into my business and sales flow, and suddenly watch selling become fun. Because we live once, and I didn't wake up to have a boring slog of pounding the pavement feeling horrible. I woke up to have fun and be rich and get hot. I woke up to be hot, rich, and fun. And that's what I'm gonna do. And getting really good at sales is a really great way to be hot, rich, and fun. I release the blocks in my energy. I call in a whole lot of money to me now. And I am releasing and clearing out the fear of other people's opinions. Because if a client, customer, or investor tells me no today, I will remind myself that it is not a personal attack on my emotions or character. It is simply business. And anyone that tells me no is simply a misalignment between my products, services, and the market. So I choose to let my fear of rejection go. I choose to release the feeling where it feels scary if someone tells me no. I am letting that feeling go. I am releasing the fear of the judgment of others. I am clearing out the confusion. I am allowing myself to listen to my own voice, and I am letting my voice come through loudly today. I release the fear of what other people think, and I am clearing the fear of being cancelled. Because when you have a polarizing message, the reality is not everyone is going to like it. Polarity sells, and polarity is essential when it comes to building tribe-like communities. Polarity builds cults. And polarity is a powerful message that will attract the right people and that will repel the right people when it is done tastefully and well. So I call all of my power back to me now from every person, place, and thing. Because I choose to be magnetic to the right clients and customers. I choose to be electric for the right investors to find me. And I choose to know that if I hear a no, it's just the wrong person that I'm talking to. Releasing any resistance to selling. And allowing myself to know that selling is serving. And the more I sell, the more I serve. The more hands I shake, the more money I make. And I am stepping into a powerful new chapter with more money and more clients and a whole lot more cash flow in body, mind, and spirit. Okay, take a deep inhale through the nose. Hold it at the top. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. And let that fear of being told no go. That's today's tapping. Just clearing out that fear that really comes down to being scared of someone else's opinion. You know, as a founder, business owner, entrepreneur, we just can't let those things stop us from moving forward on our road ahead. If there's other topics that you want to talk on, if there's other things that you're struggling with when it comes to money and business and sales, drop it in the comments because I will make you custom videos for it. The other thing very important to note, we have a new group cohort coming up that is specifically for founders and business owners, how to use tapping to actually get through the hard shit and challenges that come to us as founders and business owners. So the group cohort, it's all about clearing out your stress, working through your mental blocks and limitations and emotions, and allowing yourself to call in more money and cash flow and sales. It's a 30-day immersive program. The investment is $500 per person. Payment plans are available, and I'm capping the school at 25 enrollees for this first group cohort. So if you would like more information on that, comment below, and I will see you on the next tapping. And I would love to have you in our group cohort. Like, I'm so excited to call everyone into our cohort. Drop comments below, drop your feedback, drop it all down, and I will see you on the next tapping. Bye.